viewers, we already know what is integration. Integration represents the family of curves, and already we have learned solving integration using substitution method and integration by parts. Now next category is integration using partial fractions. Topics to be covered today are some special integrals, integration under root a square minus x square dx, integration under root a square plus x square dx, integration under root x square minus a square dx. Integration by partial fraction, integration of the kind integration x square plus 1 upon x raised to the power 4 plus lambda x square plus 1 dx, or integration x square minus 1 upon x to the power 4 plus lambda x square plus 1 dx, or integration 1 upon x4 plus lambda x square plus 1 dx. Integration of some special irrational algebraic functions. So first of all, we'll learn some special integrals. Under some special integrals, we will study integration of under root ax square plus bx plus c dx and integration px plus q into under root ax square plus bx plus c dx. So first of all, we will obtain the formula for these special integrals, and then we will use these formulas to find the integrands of these, right? So let us get started with this, and the same way we can obtain the formula for the other two. So let us take this integral. Let us assume it equal to I, right? And we cannot directly integrate, so I will write here into 1 dx. This will be my first function and this will be my second function. Okay, now we will use UV rule in this. So root a square minus x square integration 1 dx minus integration d upon dx of root a square minus x square integration of 1 dx whole integration plus c, right? So now this can be written as root a square minus x square into x minus. Now we have to differentiate, so 1 by 2 a square minus x square to the power minus half minus 2x integration of this x dx plus c. Get cancel. Root a square minus x square x minus, here I will get minus x square root a square minus x square dx plus c. Now what I can write here, because I want my numerator to be converted into denominator, right? So what I will do, plus a square minus a square. I can write here a square minus x square minus a square, and I will separate the integrands now. So I am left with here a square minus x square root a square minus x square dx minus a square upon root a square minus x square dx plus c, correct? So I am left with now, so this can be written as root a square minus x square dx minus, if I take out a square common, it is 1 upon root a square minus a square, which is nothing but the formula of sine inverse x by a, right? So directly I will write here a square sine inverse x by a plus c, and this is nothing but my this thing, so I can replace this part by I. So I can write I is equal to x root a square minus x square, open the bracket, minus I minus minus plus a square sine inverse x by a plus c. Now this I will come this side, 2I is equal to x root a square minus x square plus a square sine inverse x by a plus c, right? Divide by 2. So this is the required formula for this integrand. Similarly, we can find the formula for integration root x square minus a square dx. So what will be the formula for this integrand? It will be again x by 2 root x square minus a square by 2 log x plus root x square minus a square plus c. Had it been the formula root x square plus a square dx, it will be equal to x by 2 root x square plus a square by 2 log x plus root x square plus a square plus c. So let us take this question now. So whenever we have been given a quadratic in the under root, we first try to make it a perfect square, right? So what we are going to do, just take the coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x? It is 2, right? Multiply by 1 by 2. We are getting 1. Whatever answer we are getting, square that, add and subtract, right? So look here, root 3 plus 1 minus 1 plus 2x minus x square dx. Students, always remember when the coefficient of x square is negative, always take the negative term to make it a perfect square. Okay, so how we are going to do it? Root 3 plus 1 will become 4. Take out minus sign common. 1 minus 2x plus x square dx, right? So in this case, I will get here 2 square minus x minus 1 whole square dx. Just now we have proved the formula for under root a square minus x square. Same formula we are going to use. What you can do, you can write here let x minus 1 is equal to t, dx is equal to dt. So it will become root 2 square minus t square dt. What was the formula for root a square minus x square? Formula was x by 2 root a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sin inverse x by a plus c. Same formula will substitute over here. So we'll get t by 2 root 2 square minus t square plus 2 square by 2 sin inverse t by 2 plus c. Substitute the value of t. So x minus 1 by 2 root 2 square minus x minus 1 whole square plus 2 sin inverse x minus 1 by 2 plus c. Say for example you have been given, again we will try to make it a perfect square. So the coefficient of x is 1, multiply by 1 by 2, so 1 by 2, whatever comes square it. Integration x square plus x plus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 plus 1 dx, right? So I am getting here x plus 1 by 2 whole square. Okay. Now we will use the formula of under root x square plus a square. So what was the formula of root x square plus a square dx? It was equal to x by 2 root x square plus a square by 2 log x plus root x square plus a square plus c. Let us substitute this formula. So what will be the answer? Instead of x I have x plus 1 by 2 upon 2 root x plus 1 by 2 whole square plus root 3 by 2 whole square plus, instead of a square I have, if you square this you will get 3 by 4 upon 2 log, instead of x I have x plus 1 by 2 plus root x plus 1 by 2 whole square plus root 3 by 2 whole square plus c. Okay, and if we solve this we will get the desired integration of this form. So let us take this example. Along with under root x square plus x plus 1 we have 3x plus 2, right? So what we are going to write, we will try to express 3x plus 2 in terms of this under root part by using lambda mu method. So 3x plus 2 equals to lambda d upon dx of x square plus x plus 1 plus mu, right? So 3x plus 2 equals to 2x plus 1 into lambda plus mu. Now we'll compare the coefficients of x and constant. So 2 lambda equals to 3, which implies lambda is equal to 3 by 2. Moreover, if we compare the constant, so lambda plus mu equals to 2. Lambda's value is 3 by 2 plus mu equals to 2, which implies mu equals to 2 minus 3 by 2 equals to 1 by 2. Now I can rewrite this part with the value of lambda and mu in this form, correct? So how I can rewrite my integration? It can be written as 3x plus 2 root x square plus x plus 1 dx can be written as, what is the value of lambda? 3 by 2 2x plus 1, mu is 1 by 2, bracket close, root x square plus x plus 1 dx. Is it clear? So this has been replaced by this value, and as it is other parts have been copied, right? Now I can separate it. So 3 by 2 will be outside, 2x plus 1 root x square plus x plus 1 dx, 1 by 2 integration root x square plus x plus 1 dx, right? If I assume this as t square, this is my differential, and this will make it a perfect square as we have been doing in the previous questions. So now let x square plus x plus 1 equals to t square. It's very convenient if we take the under root part as t square. So 2x plus 1 dx equals to 2t dt, right? Substitute here. So what I am getting? 3 by 2 integration. In place of 2x dx will come 2t dt, and this will be replaced by t, right? So 2t into t dt plus 1 by 2, and here I have to make it a perfect square. So coefficient of x is 1, multiply by 1 by 2, so I am getting 1 by 2, square it, add and subtract in this. So under root x square plus x plus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 plus 1 dx, right? Now 3 by 2 into 2, and integration of t square is t cube by 3, okay, plus 1 by 2 integration. This will become as root x plus 1 by 2 whole square plus 3 by 4 dx, correct? So this becomes t cube plus 1 by 2 integration x plus 1 by 2 whole square plus root 3 by 2 whole square root dx. Substitute the value of t. So it is x square plus x plus 1 to the power half. So it will become 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Integration of under root x square plus a square dx is, now check the formula of integration, x square plus a square root dx is equal to, it is x by 2 root x square plus a square by 2 log x plus root x square plus a square plus c. Same thing we are going to apply in this. So x will, wherever x is there, it will be replaced by x plus 1 by 2. Okay. So copy 1 by 2 as it is. So x plus 1 by 2 upon 2, right? Root x square plus a square whole form will come. So x plus 1 by 2 square plus root 3 by 2 square plus a square by 2. So instead of a square I have this part. So root 3 by 2 whole square by 2 log x plus 1 by 2 plus root x plus 1 by 2 whole square plus root 3 by 2 whole square plus c, right? Now we will solve it. So what I am getting? X square plus x plus 1 to the power 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2. This will 2x plus 1 by 4, it will become root. If you solve this part, you will get x square plus x plus 1, right? Plus, now this part will become 3 by 8, okay, log. This will leave it as it is, x plus 1 by 2. And this under root part, if you solve again, you will get x square plus x plus 1 plus c. So this is the required answer for this integrand. Is that clear? Now let us move to the next section, which is very important, partial fractions. So now let us start with integration by partial fraction. What does that mean? So already we know what is rational function, right? So it is of the form px upon qx, right? Where px and qx are both polynomial and qx is not equal to 0, right? So there are two types of rational function. One is improper, other is proper, right? So what is improper rational function? When your degree of polynomial px is greater than qx, right? So in that case, I can write my px upon qx equals to some px plus rx by qx, okay? And proper rational function, the degree of px will be lesser than qx. So there are various ways of integrating such type of rational functions. Already we have learned some ways. Other way of solving this is partial fraction. What do you mean by partial fraction? So if we can split our denominator, means qx, into factors, right? Which factors? It can be your linear factors or quadratic factors. So in such cases, we can split our integrate into simple integrals, right? So let us check what type of rational functions can be split into what type of partial fractions. So now let us check the first. Say for example, I have a rational function of kind, okay, px upon q upon x minus a, x minus b, and my a is not equal to b. So in what form I can decompose it to partial factors? A upon x minus a plus b upon x minus b, right? Say for example, I have a repeated root, right? Look here, x minus a whole square. This is nothing but the repeated root. So how I can write the partial fraction of this form? So x minus a plus b. Is it clear? Third can be, say for example, I have a quadratic in the numerator and I have 3 linear factors in the denominator. So it will be of the same kind like this, where a is not equal to b, not equal to c. So you can write here a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus b plus c upon x minus c, right? Now fourth is, say for example, I have a combination of a repeated root and a linear factor. Right? So in that case, how I am going to write? A upon x minus a plus b upon x minus b plus c upon x minus b whole square. Is that clear? Now if I have a quadratic in a denominator, okay, so how I can write? I can write a upon x minus a plus b d upon dx of x square plus bx plus c upon x square plus bx plus c. Is that clear? So if you have a rational functions of this form, we can decompose them into partial factors of this form. Is it clear? Now let us check the example of each one of them. So let us check this example, integration 1 upon x, x minus 2, x minus 4 dx. So see, I have linear factors in the denominator, right? So how I can do the partial fraction of these? So x, x minus 2, x minus 4 equals to a upon x plus b upon x minus 2 plus c upon x minus 4. Now we have to find the value of ABC. How we are going to do that? Look here. So let us rewrite it now. Right? We have taken the LCM. Now we already know how to find the value of lambda and mu using comparing the coefficients. Same method we can use over here. But here I will tell you one more method how to find the value of a and b. Whatever are the factors of the denominator. The factors of the denominator are 0, 2 and 4, right? So we will try to substitute those values here and get the values of a, b, c. So we'll write when x is equal to 0, because with this I will get x is equal to 0. Right? So substitute x is equal to 0, minus 2. This will become minus 4. I will substitute here, this term will vanish. If I substitute 0 over here, this term will also vanish, right? So I will get the value of a as 1 by 8. Correct? Now, when x equals to 2, look here. If I keep this term equal to 0, so I am getting x is equal to 2. Substitute x is equal to 2. So this 2 minus 2, this term will vanish. 2 minus 2, this term will vanish. I will have only the value for the b. So 1 equals to b, 2 minus 4, right? So I am getting minus 4b, which implies b is equal to minus 1 by 4. Correct? Now when x equals to 4, are you understanding? I am taking the values of x from here. So substitute x is equal to 4. When I substitute x is equal to 4, a and b will vanish. I will get the value from c. So I am getting c is equal to 1 by 8. Right? Now let us rewrite our integral. So it means I can write this as value of A is 1 by 8 x, value of B is minus 1 by 4 and value of C is 1 by 8 again. So this part can be written as this, and now if I substitute here, I can integrate easily. So let us integrate now. So it will become 1 by 8 integration 1 by x dx minus 1 by 4 integration 1 upon x minus 2 dx plus 1 by 8 integration 1 upon x minus 4 dx, right? So the integration of 1 upon x is log x. Directly we can write. See, the integration became so easy. Okay. Using the log property, you take out 1 by 8 common. Log x minus 4. Since minus is here, so it will become x minus 2 whole square, done, plus c over. So this is the required answer for this integral. Let us check this question, x upon x minus 1 whole square x plus 2 dx. So here I have a repeated root. So how we are going to take? So look here, a upon x minus 1 plus b upon x minus 1 whole square plus c upon x plus 2. Now take the LCM. So this is the way we have got our values. Now we can substitute when x equals to 1. Okay, when I substitute x equals to 1, so this term will vanish and this term will vanish. I'll get the value of b. So substitute 1 in place of x everywhere. So I am getting b equals to 1 by 3. Right? Now when x equals to minus 2. From here, right? So when I am substituting minus 2, my this term and this term will vanish. I'll get the value of c. So minus 2 equals to c minus 2 minus 1 whole square. So what I am getting, c is equal to minus 2 by 9. Minus 3 square, 9. Okay. Now we don't have any other factor to be substituted. So in that case, what we are going to do, we will compare the coefficient to get the value of a. Right? So x square coefficient is in this and in this. I don't get any coefficient of x square from here. So right, what I am going to do, I will write compare coefficient of x square. Right? So I am getting here a plus c equals to 0. Already I have the value of c. Okay. Now I can rewrite my integrand from here. So what is the value here? It can be written as 2 by 9 x minus 1 plus the value of b is 1 by 3 and the value of c is minus 2 by 9. So minus 2 by 9 and what I have 1 upon x plus 2. Correct? Now I can write my integrand x upon x minus 1 whole square x plus 2 dx equals to 2 by 9 integration 1 upon x minus 1 dx, right? Plus 1 by 3 integration 1 upon x minus 1 whole square dx minus 2 by 9 1 upon x plus 2 dx. Let us solve it. So I am getting 2 by 9 log x minus 1 plus 1 by 3 integration of 1 upon x minus whole square will be minus 1 upon x minus 1, right? Minus 2 upon 9 log x plus 2 plus c. We can combine these two, right? So it will become 2 by 9 log x minus 1 upon x plus 2 minus 1 by 3 1 upon x minus 1 plus c. So this is the required answer for that integral. So now let us check, if I have a quadratic in the denominator, how we are going to solve it. So it is 5 upon x square plus 1 x plus 2. So I can write this as, whenever I have a quadratic, ax plus b upon x square plus 1 plus c upon x plus 2. Is it clear? Now let us take the LCM. Okay. Now in this case I can just find the value of one value of x. Okay. So when x equals to minus 2. So if I substitute here minus 2, it will become 0. So I'll get the value of c. So the value of c is 1. To get the value of a and b, I have to compare the coefficients. So compare coefficients of x square and constant. Okay. So coefficient of x square here is a plus c equals to 0. Right. So I can get the value of a from here. C is 1. So the value of a is minus 1. Now if we compare the constant part, so 2b plus c equals to 5. Here is 5, right? Substitute the value of c, it is 1. So 2. Now I can rewrite my integrand. So how it will become? It will become minus 1x plus 2 upon x square plus 1 plus the value of c is 1 upon x plus 2. So I can write my integrand as integration minus x plus 2 upon x square plus 1 dx plus integrand 1 upon x plus 2 dx, right? This I can directly write log, and in this I will separate them. So this will become, if you assume this as t, you have the derivative up. So you can multiply here 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. So x square is t, so 2x. So I can directly write as half log x square plus 1. Correct? Or you could have taken this as t denominator then log 2. This is, we know, the integrand of tan inverse x, and this is log x plus 2 plus c. Done. So let us take this question now by using partial fraction, how we can do it. So look here guys, in the numerator and the denominator both we have the even powers. So whenever we have a even powers in the numerator and denominator, we can use one trick. So what is that? In this case we will let x square is equal to y. So it will reduce to y upon y square plus y minus 2. Now let us factorize this part. If we can factorize, then only in that case we can use the partial fraction, otherwise not. So if I factorize it, I am getting, right? Now this part can be written as a upon y plus 2 plus b upon y minus 1. So which implies y equals to a y minus 1 plus b y plus 2. Correct? When y equals to 1. So if we substitute y as 1, this will vanish and I'll get the value for b. So b equals to 1 by 3. Now when y equals to minus 2, when I substitute y equals to minus 2, this will vanish. I'll get the value for a. So a will be equal to minus 2 upon minus 3 means 2 by 3, right? Now I can rewrite this part, right? So it means I can write y upon y plus 2, y minus 1 as, what is the value of a? 2 by 3, y plus 2, and what is the value of b? 1 by 3, y minus 1, right? Now I have to replace my y with x square. correct? So it will become x square upon x square plus 2 x square minus 1 equals to 2 by 3 x square plus 2 plus 1 by 3 x square minus 1, correct? Now we have to integrate this part. You can substitute here integration dx, integration dx, integration dx, correct? Now integration of 1 upon x square plus a square is 1 upon a tan inverse x by a, right? So I can directly write over here 2 by 3 1 upon a is root 2 tan inverse x by root 2 plus similarly here it is integration of 1 upon x square minus a square is 1 upon 2a log x minus a upon x plus a plus c. So we'll integrate this part. So 1 upon 3 will copy as it is. 1 upon 2 instead of a I have 1, so 1 upon 2 log x minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus c. I can further write it as root 2 upon 3 tan inverse x by root 2 plus 1 by 6 log x minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus c. Done. So now let us check how to solve these type of integrands. If I have integration x square plus 1 upon x4 plus lambda x square plus 1, similarly this integration and this integration. So in these kind of integration, what we do, we divide the numerator and denominator x square, and then we try to make function in the denominator and the derivative will be in the numerator. So let us check this example. So what we will do, we will first divide numerator and denominator by x square, right? So it will become x square plus 1 upon x square, x4 plus x square plus 1 upon x square dx, right? So it will reduce to 1 plus 1 by x square, and here it will become x square plus 1 by x square dx, right? Now students, remember this part. Whenever I have here in the numerator 1 plus 1 by x square dx, we will try to make in the denominator x minus 1 by x whole square. Is it clear? Had it been the 1 minus 1 by x square, I would have made x plus 1 by x whole square. Okay. So look here. So x square plus 1 by x square I have. To make this whole square, what I need? More I need is minus 2. Okay. So if I am subtracting minus 2, so plus 2 plus 1. Plus 1, this I have copied as it is. So now, and this will become as x minus 1 by x whole square plus 3. Now, let x minus 1 by x as t. So 1 plus 1 by x square dx equals to dt, right? So this can be written as dt upon t square plus 3. So now I can directly substitute the formula. 1 upon a tan inverse t by root 3 plus c. This is a square, so we have to change it into a. Substitute the value of t. So the value of t is x minus 1 by x root 3 plus c. So my required answer is 1 by root 3 tan inverse x square minus 1 upon root 3x plus c. Right? So always remember, if you get a term of 1 plus 1 by x square, in denominator we are supposed to make x minus 1 by x whole square. Okay. Now let us take this question. Integration x square minus 1 upon x4 plus 1 dx. Right? So what we will do, first of all we will divide by x square. So 1 minus 1 by x square upon x square plus 1 by x square dx. Now just I told you, if we have in the numerator minus, so denominator will make plus whole square, right? So if I have 1 minus 1 by x square in the numerator, so in denominator I will try to make x plus 1 by x whole square. Is it clear? So let us check it out here. So 1 minus 1 by x square dx. What I will get here? X square plus 1 by x square plus 2 minus 2, right? Square dx. This I can write as x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2, right? Assume this as t. We have the differential above. right? So now integration dt upon t square minus 2. We can rewrite this as dt upon t square minus root 2 square. Okay. So 1 upon 2a log t minus root 2 upon t plus root 2. Substitute the value of t. So what is the value of t? X plus 1 by x. Done. Let us check this question now. So we'll convert this as 1 by root 10 theta d theta. So it will become 10 theta plus 1 upon root 10 theta. Now see students, how to do this type of question. What we'll do, we'll take 10 theta as t square. So it will become secant square theta d theta is equal to 2t dt. But I don't have any secant square theta in the question. So what I am going to do, so I will convert secant square theta as 1 plus 10 square theta d theta is equal to 2t dt. So I can write d theta as 2t upon 1 plus 10 theta is t square. So 10 square theta will become t4 dt, right? We'll substitute everything in this equation. So what I am left with, integration 1 plus t square, correct, upon, this will become t into 2t upon 1 plus t4 dt, right? This part will get cancelled. So I am left with 2 outside, 1 plus t square upon 1 plus t4 dt. Now our as usual traditional method will use, divide numerator and denominator by t square. So 1 by t square plus 1 upon 1 by t square plus t square. Now on the top I have plus, so I'll make a whole square of negative in the denominator, right? So minus 2 plus 2 dt. So I will get 1 plus 1 by t square upon t minus 1 by t whole square plus 2. Okay, dt. Let t minus 1 by t is equal to u. 1 plus 1 by t square dt is equal to du. So which implies me du upon u square plus 2. Tan inverse formula, right? So 2 into 1 by a tan inverse u by root 2 plus c. Substitute the value. First we'll substitute the value of u and then t. So t minus 1 by t upon root 2 plus c. Substitute the value of t also, that is root 10 theta. So it will become root 2 tan inverse. First solve this. Substitute the value of t. So t square is 10 theta. So 10 theta minus 1 upon root 2. This is also root 2 10 theta. So 10 theta plus c. Done. Is that clear? Let us learn the integration of some special irrational algebraic expression. So in this category we will learn the integration of the kind phi x upon p root q dx, where p and q are your polynomials. P and q both can be linear. P and q both can be quadratic. So one can be linear, one can be quadratic, can be the case also. So in that case, what we will assume as, now I will tell you. So case 1, in this case my p and q both are linear. In that case we take q as t square, px plus q as t square. Is it clear? Now case 2. Now in this case my p is quadratic and q is again linear. Right? So in that case also I take px plus q as t square. Right? Now case 3. Now in case 3 my p is linear, q is quadratic. Right? In such case we take ax plus b equals to 1 by t. Right? Now case 4th, when if both are pure quadratic. So it is ax square plus b and px square plus q. So in that case, we take x as 1 by t and then we further solve it. Is that clear? So let us take one or two examples in this section and then we are done with the integration part. So now let us take this. So in this case, my p and q both are linear. So what we used to take? We used to take q as t square, right? So it means let x plus 2 equals to t square. So what does that imply? Dx is equal to 2t dt. Let us substitute here. So what is the value of x over here? T square minus 2. From here I can find out the value of x. So x will be t square minus 2. Correct? Substitute that value. What this will become? It will become here t 2t dt. Right? So this t and t will get cancelled. T square minus 1 upon t square minus 3 dt. Now look here. So the degree of the numerator and the denominator is same. So what we are going to do? We'll divide it, right? So I am going to write 1 plus 2 upon t square minus 3 dt. Now simple integration. So I am getting here 2t plus 2. Integration of 1 upon x square minus a square is 1 upon 2a log x minus a upon x plus a. Let us substitute that. So 1 upon 2a log x minus a upon x plus a plus c. Substitute the value of t. T is nothing but root x plus 2 plus, we can cancel this out. This is my required answer for this question. So now in this question, my p is linear and q is quadratic. So when such case is there, what we do? We take p as 1 by t. So x minus 1 is equal to 1 by t. So dx is equal to minus 1 upon t square dt. Let us substitute. So 1 upon, this will become 1 by t root. The value of x square will be 1 by t plus 1 whole square plus 1 into minus 1 upon t square dt, right? So integration 1 upon 1 by t. If you solve it, what you will get? 1 by t square plus 1 plus 2 by t plus 1 into minus 1 upon t square dt. Right? So I can write it 1 upon 1 by t square. Take the LCM and solve it. So 1 plus 2t square plus 2t upon t square minus 1 upon t square dt. Correct? Now if I solve it, what I am going to get? T square upon root 1 plus 2t plus 2t square into minus 1 upon t square dt. Correct? This and this part will get cancelled. So now this can be written as minus sign common 1 upon root 2t square plus 2t plus 1 dt. Take out 2 common and make it a perfect square. Now the question becomes simple. So if we make it a perfect square, it will become t square plus t plus coefficient of t is 1, multiply by 1 by 2, square it. So I am getting here 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 dt. So minus 1 by root 2, 1 upon root t plus 1 by 2 whole square, and this will become plus 1 by 2 whole square. Integration of 1 upon under root x square plus a square is log x plus root x square plus a square. Let us substitute the value. Log t plus 1 by 2 plus root t plus 1 by 2 whole square plus 1 is 1 by 2 whole square plus c. So this can be the answer where t equals to 1 upon x minus 1. You can substitute the value of t as x minus 1 and you will get the required answer. Is that clear? We are done with the indefinite integrals. Now we'll move to the next section of definite integrals in the next video. Today we learned some special integrals. Integration under root a square minus x square dx, integration under root a square plus x square dx, integration under root x square minus a square dx, integration by partial fraction, integration of the kind integration x square plus 1 upon x raised to the power 4 plus lambda x square plus 1 dx, or integration x square minus 1 upon x to the power 4 plus lambda x square plus 1 dx, or integration 1 upon x4 plus lambda x square plus 1 dx. Integration of some special irrational algebraic functions. So that's all for the topic today. Stay tuned.